Welcome to our lecture online. We've learned in previous videos that if we do multiple random walks, what we can expect in each of the random walks, that the average displacement from the origin, from the point where you started, is equal to the square root of n, where n is the number of tosses for each random walk. For example, when you toss a coin and you have heads, you take one step to the right. If you have tails, you take one step to the left. And then after a certain number of tosses, where will you expect to be? And it turns out, surprisingly, that you will not, when n becomes very large, end up back where you started, but you end up farther and farther and farther away from where you started, and the distance is equal to the square root of the number of tosses. But then if you do a number of random walks, many, let's say k represents the number of random walks that you're going to have, and in each random walk you have n number of tosses. For example, here we have 10 random walks of 10 tosses each. As k becomes larger and larger, the average displacement, the average distance from where you started to where you end up, is not going to be the square root of n. It turns out, if k becomes very large, it tends to become equal to about 0.8 times the square root of n. To show you what that looks like, we're going to take the example from the previous video and show you what that would look like in the case of k equals 10 and n being equal to 10. So what we're going to do first is we're going to add up all the deltas, all the differences from where you started to where you ended up. You can see that in some cases you do end up exactly where you started. In some cases you end up quite a long ways away from where you started. It tends to be random, and we would expect that on any given random walk the difference would be the square root of n, which is 3.16, about 3. But let's see what the average will be, and then let's take 0.8 of the square root of n and see what that equals and see how close the two numbers will become. So first what we're going to do is we're going to sum up all the deltas. So in this case, all we need to do there is sum all the deltas, and of course we want to take the absolute value of all the deltas because we want to see how far away we are, and it doesn't matter if we went to the left or to the right. So this is equal to, that would be the absolute value of 2, plus 6, plus 0, plus 4, plus 0, plus 2, plus the absolute value of minus 6, plus 2, plus 0, plus 0. And so what does that equal to? That's 8, that's 12, that's 14, that's 20, that's 22. All right, now we're going to take the average, or no, the average of the averages, or no, I should say the average of the displacements. Oof, got my numbers wrong here. The average of the displacements. So the average delta is equal to the sum of all the deltas, and of course we're going to take the absolute value. No, it's not a, it's a delta. There we go. Okay, all divided by k. Okay, yes, k is the number of random walks, and so this would be equal to 22 divided by 10, which is equal to 2.2. So notice that number is smaller than the 3.16, but then of course we were expecting it to be smaller, and as k becomes very, very large, we expect it to be 0.8 times the square root of n. So let's find out what 0.8 times the square root of n is. So 0.8 times the square root of n, in this case is 0.8 times the square root of 10, which is 0.8 times 3.16, and let's grab a calculator. 2.53. So that would be equal to 2.53. So what we would expect that in the long run, as k becomes very big, perhaps 100, then we would expect that the average deltas, the average displacements from where you started to where you end up after 10 tosses over 100 random walks would converge to about 2.53. And notice that 2.2 is what it is for the first 10 random walks that we have here as an example. Of course, if we did another 10, it probably wouldn't be 2.2, it would be some other number. But again, if you keep going and do many, many random walks, it will converge to 2.53, which is 0.8 or 80% of the square root of n. And that is how it's done.